Good evening and welcome to Injustice Investigations. I am your host, Al Scott. As always, I thank you all for tuning in to tonight's live broadcast. Let me give a shout out to those that I saw was up here first. Empress, good evening to you. Valerie, good evening. Alicia, Neil, Regina, Chandra, Rena, Lillian, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Love you guys big time. Thank you for your genuine support of this show. Um, this will be Tyress Gipson's parents' third time on our show. And we promised to give them as much airtime they needed and anything else we can do to help them bring their son home. Somewhere tonight, a parent can rest because their child is at home.
Mhm.
But there's two parents that cannot rest because their child is not there. And any good mother, good father, when a child go out and it's getting close to bedtime, they begin to worry. And sometimes they'll stay up all night long waiting till their child come home. Even though they're gonna fuss when they get there, but they're waiting on their child. But and if they find sleep, sometimes they don't find rest. As you all know, Tyress Gipson went missing on August the 22nd after he left his parents' home between 8:30 and 9:30 p.m. Uh, he was picked up by a female named Brianna. She's 18 years old. On August the 23rd, the parents reported their son missing to the Jacksonville Police Department, and his name was then entered into the national database, and an investigation begun into his disappearance. On August the 27th, an announcement came out from the Jacksonville Police Department that they have made 4 arrests in this case. But we still don't know where their son is at. So some things have changed, but not a lot. And if you ask the parents, they would probably tell you nothing's changed. They are begging for people that know what happened, know where their child at. Just open him out. That's it. The daddy even gave Brianna a way out. She didn't accept it. I go to bed thinking about this. We wake up thinking about it. It's all we do all day long, trying to find out where is he? Where is he? So tonight, the parents are going to speak on that. And also, my question to them tonight is the police department. I want to know what they're doing. If you think they're doing enough, if you think they're not doing anything. And I'm asking this question tonight because of the calls that I've been receiving. Everyone that calls and says anything about the Jacksonville Police Department, all of them, they don't know each other, said the same thing. That police department is corrupt. Now, that's a harsh statement, but it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. Therefore, we need to make sure that they are doing the best they can to bring their son home.
Mhm.
Now, if it takes all of us, and when I say all of us, I mean all of you who are listening to, who are watching this channel tonight, to putting letters together, writing to the police department, writing to the mayor, writing to the governor, then I believe we all can agree that we need to do that, and we will do that. Their son has been missing since August the 22nd, and somebody knows something. Somebody knows something. I know some of you are scared. I've spoken with some of you, but there are 101 ways to tell what you know without you stepping foot inside of a police department or speaking with them. So that dog don't hunt no more with me. It's as simple as that. If you know something, it's imperative that you speak on what you know or what you think you know to help give this family a little rest. I'm glad to have you on again, but of course not because of the circumstances. I wish things were 100% better for you guys. But again, we all we can do for you all. I promise you, we are going to do it. So I know it must be frustrating for you all. So with that being said, whoever wants to open up tonight, uh, you can.
Well, I'm gonna start out by saying this here. Palestine, Texas, stand up for what's right. We ain't talking about no streets handling the streets or nothing like that, because if we let the streets handle the streets, it'll be another parent, another parents in our shoes tonight. So
Exactly.
we ain't about no streets handling no streets. Cause a lot of these people out here claiming they in the streets, man, y'all some internet gangsters, man.
Come on with it.
Okay.
Y'all get behind this keyboard, man. Boy, y'all the toughest thing in the universe.
Come on, preach it. Come on.
Look at me. Look at me. I'm right here. Y'all boys ain't ready. I just want my son to come home. We tired of playing games. Y'all parents, if y'all scared of, y'all know who we talking about. Oh, these certain group of people. Hey, if y'all cut the head off a snake, what this snake gonna do?
Mm.
Come on now.
Well,
Y'all can't be scared no more. Man. Boy, look at here, look at here, look at here. I'm
You know,
trying to keep it. I'm trying to keep it cool. I'm trying not to let the old person come over this new creative person that I am when I gave myself to the Lord. But hey, y'all just to face with y'all what's going on, so we can get out, baby.
you know, you gave me chills. You did. You did. But it's okay for you to be angry.
mm-hmm.
This is you guys' child that you brought into this world.
That's our baby.
It's your baby. And if no one in his or her right mind would get upset for you all becoming angry unless they're part of what's going on or they're just a body without a soul. And as I told you all earlier today, sometimes in order to get some peace in your life, you're going to have to raise some hell.
Amen.
I mean, it's just as simple as that. I mean, having individuals in custody, well, I think that's okay, but it's not enough if we still don't have your son.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I ask you tonight, Ms. Wooten, about the police department and how do you think they're handling this case and what are they doing, what they're not doing?
Well, my husband and I spoke with them on today, and they gave us a gist, of what they've been doing, and that they said that they have been following the leads. My only thing with this is the lack of communication between us and them. We're his parents. I shouldn't have to find out on the news or social media that y'all have arrested more people. I should be able to find out from the detective that's leading the case or somebody down there. They have bad communication. I had to drive down there today, my husband and I, to talk to them. All of them was in there. And I'm talking to them, and I get upset when I go to talking about my child because it's been 19 days and I just about know as less now as I did 19 days ago. All I know now is that y'all have arrested some people, and that's all I know. I mean, that's all I know. 4 people got arrested. I don't know nothing else, but they, with our respect that I give to them, because I've never had any dealings with the police department, because I'm a law-abiding citizen, besides speeding. I ain't gonna lie, I be speeding a little bit. I ain't never had no problems with the police department, so I've never had to have any dealings with them. But I feel like things should have been further than they are right now. I think that we should have had more progress than we have right now. But they said that they're working. Me as a parent, I need to see that y'all working. I need to be like, okay, this happened. I appreciate y'all arresting them, but I mean, are they talking? What are y'all asking them? This is the stuff I want to know, but they can't tell me any of this stuff. It's an open investigation, so I can't know any of this stuff. And I respect them for what they do. But at the end of the day, communication has to be on both ends. We shouldn't have to only communicate on our end and then wait on people to respond. We shouldn't have to get up and drive to the police department for us to get any type of answers when we're supposed to be the first people that y'all inform on what's going on. And as far as, the investigation still being open, I pray to God that it bust open like a flood coming through. And I mean soon, because there's people sitting around and sitting on answers, and you don't be scared. How can you be scared in a town that you live in? I'm not finna live nowhere where I'm scared. Exactly. What I look like living somewhere I'm scared to live. I can't say what I want to say. I can't go to the police department and make a formal statement of what I heard or what I saw because I'm scared that people are going to retaliate against me and my family. That doesn't make any sense to me. I've never walked around in fear. I've lived here my entire life because I don't have no reason to. There's not going to be a man that's going to put no fear in me.
Exactly.
So that's the end of that. But I don't know what's going on down there. But I can say this, and I mean this from my heart. I don't care who else is involved in this. If y'all community ain't brave enough to stand up and speak up, it's going to continue going on. So if something happens to your child, and it might be this same little group of people, then, I mean, you're going to feel guilty, and you're going to feel like I should have stood up and said something when I had the opportunity to say something so that these people would be where they're supposed to be and not out here harming other people's family. But if you don't do nothing, then you might as well throw your hands up and continue on living like you living. You can't, there's a difference. You can't be scared and then don't do nothing. That's just like somebody breaking in your house and you got a weapon, but you just standing there and watch them tote your stuff off. Tote all your stuff off. That don't make no sense.
That's it.
No. I'm beyond frustrated because if this happened to a child from down there, I would be doing, if I heard something, seen something, honey, I'm going straight, telling whoever I need to tell. I'm not scared if you know who I am, because you know what? If it's my turn to lead this earth, God be it. I'm ready. Or y'all, is anybody else ready? Because I ain't scared. I'm not scared. This is my son. This is my seed. I gave birth to him. And these people had the audacity to come to my town and take something that belonged to me? The devil is a lie. And I want him back. And all the stuff that's being said behind, what supposedly happened to him. If you ain't, just bring us the facts. Did somebody who was there say this? Did somebody who was there see this? Did somebody? Now, I heard this. I heard that. I heard a whole bunch of stuff. I've had hundreds of people call me on the phone and say, I heard this. And they be like, but I don't want to tell you because it's bad. And I'll tell them, honey, nothing you can say will surprise me now. Because I've heard 100 different stories. So nothing you say will surprise me. And then before we get off the phone, I tell them, I appreciate you calling and you have a good evening. Because nothing surprises me anymore. Because I never knew of a town with so many people that was so afraid to open their mouth and stand up for what's right. But if it was your child, you want everybody to jump through hoops of fire to do what's right. Remember that. When it's your child, when it's your nephew, when it's your grandson, your son, anything, your daughter, period, whatever it is, you're going to want everybody on board. Everybody. You ain't going to be like, oh, she's not going to say that. Yes, she going to say something because I don't play that. I'm not going to stand on the side of wrong because at the end of the day, I'm the only one that's responsible for the things that I let come out of my mouth and the things that I hold in that I need to let come out. Do not be afraid, because if everybody is watching, if you believe in the Lord, I know you know he didn't give you no spirit of fear, so why are you scared of a man?
Exactly.
What I mean, a man, God is your protector. And if you love the Lord, then you should know that. Don't let these people scare you out. Open up your mouth, speak, save y'all community. Because who knows? It could be a child from down there. Because this just, it seems like it's just so much stuff and nothing is being done about it. Somebody needs to stand up. A community needs to stand up, put their feet down, and stop taking the bull. That's the bottom line. If you're going to sit here and continue to take the bull, then don't complain about it when stuff hits your neighborhood. Just be like, oh, I didn't say nothing, so I shouldn't even complain. Just like when you don't vote, you complain about the president. Don't even complain because you didn't vote. So what difference does it make? Sit down somewhere. Don't nobody want to hear you griping. I'm just letting them know, because you know what? I pray to God that nobody had to sit in me and my husband's seat, because I'm telling you, it hurt like heck. The pain is unbearable. When I wake up in the middle of the night, all I can do is think about where my son is. All I can do is be like, Lord, just keep him safe. Because all I can do is cry. And my husband be, it's okay, babe, it's okay. And then I can't go back to sleep after I woke up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And these people had the audacity to feel like it's not okay that I know where my son is. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. That's not how God works. That's not how this gonna work. Because I'm telling you, there's a tower, and when the middle get knocked out, the whole thing gonna fall. All it's gonna take is a community to stand up, open your mouth up, and stop being afraid. Because I'm telling you, I'm not afraid, and they took my child. I'm not afraid of them. People don't. I know where his mama live. I don't care.
Yeah, we ain't scared.
I don't care if people know where I live. Honey, you can ask anybody. They'll lead you right to my house.
But if that was happening in this town, and a lot of people were scared of those who is involved in this,
mm-hmm.
The way I would look at it is, well, if I know or know something, I have to run and tell it, because every day that these killers remain free,
yep,
your child is in danger.
Yep.
Right on.
And could possibly be their child one day. They don't know. Exactly. You don't know what tomorrow holds. I never thought 19 days ago I'd be looking for my son. I never thought I'd be passing out missing flyers with my child picture on it. So don't ever think it can't happen to you because you live there.
Exactly.
Because if they're willing to do stuff to other folks, they don't have no problem with doing it to the ones who live there.
I'm gonna read you a couple of comments. Tammy, always 100, never fakes, says, I don't want to even imagine what you guys are going through. A Powers is asking a question. She wants to know, has Echo's search been involved or contacted?
I contacted EquiSearch, and they told me that the police department would have to invite them in. That's what they told me. So we'll see how that goes. At this point, they should be inviting in anybody that's willing to help, in my opinion, because it's my son that's missing.
Exactly. And we haven't called Jacksonville Police Department yet, and there's a reason. Just about every call, if we get 100 calls a day, probably 98 of those calls are going to talk about the corruption with the Jacksonville Police Department. So if the things they're saying are true, then I really don't want to contact them now because I don't know what side they're playing. And it's a dangerous game. So we have to contact someone outside of this city to look at this because of everything that the people have been saying about the Jacksonville Police Department. It's not a good report. We've had white people, black people, young, old. Everybody talks about the police department doing something close to nothing. So my question to you is, do you think when we look at the arrest last week,
Mhm.
that you all should have been contacted first before they made the statement public?
Yes.
Yeah.
A newsman called me on the phone and asked me, did I know that 2 more people had been arrested? And I was like, no, I haven't heard anything about it. You know, the lack of communication, you know, anything that me and my husband get as far as tips, we send straight to our detective. You know, we're trying to help y'all as much as we possibly can because this is our kid. So I don't know if y'all had these sleepless nights that we have, these early mornings that we have, these waking up crying episodes that we have, but I know one thing, I have them and I would like my child. So
Exactly.
in my opinion, and this is my opinion because no, this is a fact, not an opinion. This is my fact. I wouldn't be at home sleeping comfortably knowing that somebody else's child missing and mine is laying in bed and I was a police officer. I would be out there up trying to figure out everything that I can. Which, you know, I don't know what these people do when they go home. I just know what y'all tell me, which is a little of nothing. You know, I want my son. Y'all say y'all want my son. I want my child. And when I ask y'all, where's my son? And y'all ain't nobody saying nothing. You know, I'm trying to get people to help us.
Mhm.
Has to get together. Honey, what they say, it take a village to raise a child. Okay,
Exactly.
act like this is the village. And honey, we trying to find the child. So it's gonna take a village to find the child. Don't be scared. Open your mouth. If you believe in the Lord and the Holy Spirit, it should be no problem. I tell you my name. Here go my number. Do you need a picture of me too?
Exactly.
Stop being scared. I mean, it's just, it bothers me that people are too scared to say something. That says a lot about a town when you have multiple amounts of people scared to say something about a situation in fear of their own well-being.
Exactly.
That's disturbing on so many levels of disturbing.
Okay. I want to make sure that I heard what I thought I heard you say a while ago. Referring to the detective, he says, or he or she says, they are following all the leads that come in.
That's what they told us today, that they're following all the leads. They said they weave out the ones, you know, that may not be. I said, honey, this is my child. You follow if they say they seen an ant going across the road look like him. I'm gonna need y'all to go follow it because you never know what's at the end of the road when you get down there. But some people might be talking out their head and then you think they're crazy and then they telling you the truth.
Exactly.
So you can't
Now,
just brush everything under the rug as if it's false. Some of it you actually got to go and make sure. And you know, as far as questioning people, you need to question more people than y'all are questioning. It needs to be do some combining of people. Do some
okay,
combining of people.
here's what I do know about the Jacksonville Police Department. I know for a fact that they are not following up on all leads.
Mm.
I know that because people have forwarded me their emails that they sent to them of what they know. The emails were not returned. They left a phone number. No one has called them. So, and that's a bad sign.
Yep,
And when
it
you
is.
just outright lie and say we're following all leads, you're lying. So I don't know how to, all this come about with all them damn crooks at the police station, but maybe the whole damn police department need to be cleaned out. And let's just start over. Because you're not, if you're doing something, then this is a high profile case. If you're doing something, you have to at least, in my opinion, come to that mic at least once or twice a week. And
thank you. I said that too.
Exactly. Let the public know what you're doing and have the parents and other family members right there with you. I don't give a damn if you say, we made one call today and it was nothing. Call the media out, get it on TV. I need to know what you're doing. But in many ways, it seems to me like they're doing something close to nothing. And that's sad because when you call the police, some of us are stupid. We're thinking they're really going to try and help us. But it turns out just the opposite. So when they go home, if they have kids and their kids are there, they know where they're at, then it's okay. But we have a mother and a father sitting here tonight that is not being informed as they should by the police of what's going on or what's not going on with their son's case. And that is a major red flag. We also have Carolyn on the line with us tonight, and I know she's been in close contact with you all every day. Carolyn, good evening.
Good evening.
I don't know where to tell you to start. I'm just going to let you roll with it.
This woman.
Yeah.
You said everything that everybody is thinking. But my problem is these little dumb motherfuckers that's running this town, because they dumb as shit. They do their crimes out in the open, and they only smart enough to control that fucking town. All these people in that town, and I'm not calling everybody in Palestine stupid, so hear me out on this. Mm-hmm. Those of you that are watching. You got about 7, 8 families maybe running an entire town, an entire part of Texas. You got 7, 8 families introducing fear into your homes. You scared, you crying, you running, you hiding under the first goddamn rock you can find. You got these 7, 8 damn families that where you might be able to have a little peace, might be able to have some goddamn sleep, might be able to clean up your streets, might be able to get some goddamn funding, and you're not going to do shit about it. Do y'all know that in Palestine, Texas, most of y'all funding goes towards the damn crime and police department? When's the last time you seen any new development down there? Because nobody wants to come into a goddamn town where there's a bunch of fucking degenerates and devils and assholes who ain't gonna do nothing but fuck up shit. This is the problem. Not with just us black people, because like Mr. Scott said, everybody has been calling on this case. Right? Black, blue, Gentile, it doesn't matter. They've all been calling in on this case. Because these are people who actually have a heart and a soul, but they are terrified of these little motherfuckers. And that's what they are. I said on the last show, who spawned you, not who birthed you. These motherfuckers are spawns of Satan. So whatever the fuck you feeling, you want to sit up here and talk about how much of a good person you are, but you just riding with your family? Ride your ass down to that police station. Ride your ass over to that cell. Ride your ass over there and ask your cousin or brother or sister or son or whatever, what the fuck did you do? Because this woman deserves her goddamn child back. It's wrong. This is wrong as 2 fucking left shoes. And you bastards. Yes, bastards. Because your daddies wasn't shit anyway. Hey, anybody that's gonna put you in a life of crime and drugs and fucking up people's lives, they ain't shit. So you would have been better off being a bastard.
Come on with it. Come on with it.
I'm gonna tell you right fucking now. You little bastards ain't shit. and you gonna rot where you sit at today in that damn jail cell. And you motherfuckers that's sitting up here holding your damn mouth closed, you might as well be sitting right next to him. And I promise you there are people who will make that happen. If you are complicit in this damn situation, crime, whatever you want to call it, there are people that will make it happen. So if you value your family, if you value your people, like you say you do, your children, like you say you do, stand your ass up and fuck riding with somebody that's on the side of wrong. Ride your ass over there and tell the police what you know. Ride your ass to the nearest phone booth. I don't give a fuck. Do something that's right. You can't sit up here and say that you're right. Oh, I'm a good person because you riding with your damn family. You ain't right about shit. I don't ride with wrong, family or not. You cannot be a good person and look this family in their face every day at the grocery store and you know something. You cannot be a good person and look this family in the face and laugh that baby's pictures are being taken down and his posters are being taken down. And you laughing at it. You cannot call yourself a fucking good person and allow somebody's child to be out there. Fuck what you think about them, what you think about him. Think about your goddamn self. You claim you're a good person. Prove it. Don't go to Facebook. Actually fucking prove it. Do the right damn thing. These motherfuckers been running this town for forever. Forever. And I'm over it. This family has said on numerous occasions they don't want no problems. They're trying to keep the streets quiet because they don't want somebody else in their shoes. But y'all motherfuckers up here posting all this shit, making fake pages, taking advantage of people's misery. And you think God is going to smile on you? The devil's going to smile when he welcomes you to your rightful place. Come on in, because that's where you belong.
You know,
this shit ain't right.
It's not. And, you know, there is no defense for absolute wrong. A young lady, Ronnie, could be a male, I don't know, says, I live in Palestine, and if you all need help passing out flowers, I would do that. I know you all can see the comments. Nia says, these people are heartless and there's now one lady literally cried when she was speaking about your son. And she was saying, this could have been my son. She is from that city, but she moved out. But as Carolyn said, I think it's pathetic that you all sit back and let a bunch of low-life, trifling, insignificant thugs hold you hostage in your city. Now that says a lot about you. Either you're going to be a man or a woman or go out like a punk. If you know, and I know somebody listening tonight knows, you need to speak up. You do. Because if you know something and somebody else tells it and they know that you knew, well, guess what? They can pick you up still. They can. Now, having them in jail doesn't really help the family out. Because as they keep saying, I want my child home. I want my child home. Everybody in that city can't be diabolical. They can't be. Somebody knows exactly what happened to this young man. And so we have to plead and beg you all to do the right thing.
Now, your prayers for them is wonderful. I'm sure they appreciate it. But let me say this here. Your praying is not enough. We can pray till the river meets the sea. It's not enough. You got to get up, get out, and make a difference. That whatever change you want to see, let it start within you. So it is time out for saying, I don't want my name, out there, whatever. There are so many ways you can get out information to the police without your name ever coming up in life. So that's a bunch of bullshit. That's a bunch of, you tell shit that you shouldn't tell. You catch the neighbor down there having this guy pull up in her driveway every time her husband go to work. You tell that shit on Facebook. You tell bullshit. Now we're asking for you to do the right thing. I'm begging you to do it. There are more players in this than you know. There are a lot of things we know about we can't discuss. But I don't want you to sit there and look at, well, why should I do it? I want you to do it. Even if what you know you think is that small. But the police may not see it that way. You need to get it to them. And if you don't trust Jacksonville police, well, I totally understand that. Call the neighboring police, call the mayor, call the governor. Someone sent the governor a letter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, someone sent the governor a letter. So you all can do the same. I mean, every time you let them get away with this, they're going to get away with that, get away with this, get away with that. I wouldn't live in a damn city where I was terrified of the people that live there. I wouldn't. Because if they are this bad, then they don't need a reason to shoot somebody. They'll just do it because they want to. So we got to put them behind bars. Now, don't wait till it happens to your child and then call us and say, you know what? I should have spoke out then. Now you won't help for your child. Everybody is somebody's child. You may not know him. You may not like him. But if you know where he's at, I'm urging you to contact somebody and tell them that.
You know what, Mr. Scott?
Yes, sir.
Just say, if there is another parent that's in our shoes, and I knew some information, and I know what happened to my son, I would still do what's right and go to the police department.
That's it.
Because two wrongs don't make a right.
That's it.
Ain't nobody trying to get even with this person and that person. We're just trying to do what's right.
Yes.
That goes back. That goes back to what I said at first. If you cut the head off a snake, what that snake gonna do?
That's it. So everybody in that city has a role to play. One lady we talked to today, she talked about a certain individual's criminal history. And that shit scared me. If the individuals who are involved in your child's disappearance, and they may be watching this live right now, up under a made-up name, of course. But if you knew for sure that they was watching, I'm gonna ask you, Mr. Wood, what would you say for?
Man. Just be a man and speak up. Because if you feel like that you got away by beating the system, when it's all over with and said and done with, you still got to respond to one person, respond back to one person, and that's the Lord. He might keep you down on this earth just so you can feel the pain that we feel. Then again, he might bring you home a little bit earlier so you feel the other wrath.
Mm.
So it's up to y'all.
Miss
All I
Woody?
got to do is say, Palestine, Texas, stand up for what's right. We try to keep another family, but don't be sitting up here just like me and my wife. Y'all don't know how many times I walk down the hallway thinking I'm gonna hear my son in his room playing on his cell phone. Or I get up in the middle of the night, give me a drink of water, hear him walk up behind me. Hey, little man, I ain't nowhere from being a little man. You know, think about how I feel when I got to hold my wife and comfort my wife at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. She crying on my shoulders, and I got to hold back my tears to be strong for her. If it wasn't for the Lord, I wouldn't even have the strength to do that. All I'm saying, Palestine, if y'all know what's been done, put the shoe on the other foot. Imagine our pain. It's been 19 days, and me and my wife haven't had a full night's sleep. We probably get about 4 or 5 hours of sleep out of 24 hours. We up, walking around. You can ask my wife. I hear a car door slam hard outside. I'm running outside. It ain't no good feeling. I'm not mad. I'm upset. Mad is totally different from right now. I'm just upset right now. I'm upset with the Palestinian community. I'm upset with Jacksonville community, even if they know something. Come on, man. We got to make a stop to this. Black on black crime, it's not cool. White on white crime, that ain't cool. Crime, period. It ain't cool. Y'all just don't know how it feels. Waking up, next thing you know, I'm waiting to hear my son come up, busting over the door. Mama, what y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? I miss playing around with my boy. You can ask my wife. He could be in there asleep. I go jump in the bed with him. Wrestle with it. I miss that as a daddy. And y'all think it's cool to come in front of our house and take my son? No, man, it don't go like that. We trying our best to keep our cool. It's getting harder and harder day by the day. It's getting harder every minute, every second. It's getting hard. But if I didn't have this woman right here, I'd have been did something crazy by now. If she didn't have me, she probably been done something crazy right now. Then with me and her together, if we didn't have the Lord, man, we would have done something stupid. Everybody say they look at us, they see how strong we are. It's not us that you see.
Mm.
The Lord that you see. And without his strength, me and my wife been broke 19 days ago. When we got all them phone calls and text messages, how you seen Tyrese? How you seen Bubba? How you heard from Bubba? We've been broke. But I'm gonna say this: Good Lord is my witness. Somebody gonna talk. I don't know who you are, but I thank and I appreciate you right now.
Yes.
And just, you got something to say, baby?
I think you said it all. I think you summed it up.
It's heartbreaking. This is what I gotta do deal with all through the night. My black queen crying. Me being a black father, man, come on, man, black man. Y'all stand up and do what's right. Y'all already know it's already stressful for us as it is. So y'all just gonna take more stress and put it on another black man. Think y'all got away with something. Y'all living the same life I'm living. You can't sleep at night because you know what you're doing. You can't sleep at night because you worried about the police and somebody come knocking on your door looking for you. Just be a man up, take care of yourself and your consequences, ask the Lord to forgive you, and go on with it.
You know, I think it was Carolyn had to be. I was speaking with her earlier today, and I was just bringing up some of the things that you all had said from previous shows. And I remember you saying the night he left, you all played the game together.
Yes.
First time ever.
First time ever. And we sit up here. He walked around for a little bit. Got him some water. Came, sat down with him. Oh man, you suck. I give him a joystick. So we play the game. I get it back from him. Man, get here. You making me lose. He laughed. I'm like, oh man, that's just a busted play. You know what I'm saying? You know, things like that you don't forget. It replays in my mind when I first met this little dude. Right there in the driveway. He walked out with that big old smile. Talking about, mama, this your new boyfriend? You know, and it ain't too many. It ain't too many parents that can really say that. But I'm like this though. I'm like this. Just do what's right.
Yes. Yes.
If you don't want to call Jacksonville Police Department, get in contact with Mr. Scott.
1-800 number at the bottom of the screen.
Extension number 2. That ain't hard to do. You don't care if you don't got to say it's not your name and nothing like that. Just give them the information that you know.
That's it.
And despite of how hard it may be, the Lord said we should love our enemies. And that's a big pill to swallow. I still love everybody in this world. Just do what's right.
I am so glad you all have God in you, because if you didn't, I mean, I can only imagine what you probably would have done by now. I remember one year when we couldn't find my daughter. She was of age, but for about a year or two, I didn't know where she was. And that would eat me up every night, not knowing where my child is.
Good evening, caller. You live on air. What's your name and what state are you calling from tonight?
Good evening, Brother Scott. This is Brother Emmanuel from Texas. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, Emmanuel. How are you, brother?
I'm blessed, man, and I thank you for what you're doing right now by bringing that family out. I just wanted to, if you will allow me, and to give my condolences.
Yes, sir.
Of love to y'all and what y'all have went through. Myself, I'm one of the fathers who have experienced the same thing as my son was killed November 5th of 2017, and still to this day I'm still fighting, man, to get the accountability. I had the little dude turn himself in, and my first interview on TV, I asked him to turn himself in. He turned himself in. What I'm basically just trying to let y'all know is, it's gonna be a long process. You're gonna have to have patience. It's not gonna get better because the psychological trauma, you know what I'm saying, it's just starting for y'all. So, if no disrespect, I'm just, trying to let y'all know what to really expect in this type of situation, from a person that's been in it so deep. That judicial system is gonna piss y'all off, but they're doing that, and they're gonna do that on purpose. I'm just letting y'all know, y'all have to stay the course. Friends, other family members, they're gonna come, they're gonna go. This is gonna get popular. This is gonna be not popular. What he's gonna need is for y'all to constantly stay on it. Never get tired. Never get impatient. Whatever they ask you to do it. However you gotta go, man. Never give up putting no flies out. Never give up talking, because I promise you, like you said, Brother Scott, whoever it is, they're following y'all, and they are on here, or they're gonna see it. And as long as they hear those words in truth, in sincerity, you feel what I'm saying? It carries a lot, man, because that's what the killer of my son did. He heard me. He heard my request, and he did it. The state led him out on technicalities, on bond, money, and all that. But we'll get to that later. But as far as y'all, just from one parent that experienced it to another, I just, I'm giving y'all my love, and I'm just letting y'all know, man, don't ever give up, and don't believe that it's taking too long. It's going to be a drawn out process, but he's gone, and he can't never come back. So we don't never stop standing up for him to get that true accountability. And as I would ask anybody, man, make his name last forever by starting a program in the community in his honor, man, to save other kids from taking this same route, because they don't realize once they done did that to us, man, we never get better. We're destroyed forever, and all we can do is going to be inside of you is try to help others, man. Try to help other mamas and daddies from feeling this, and y'all know how it feels to see that baby in the war, So let's save our babies, man. And I love y'all. If y'all need any help from me, Alfonso know who I am. Y'all can reach to me. I'll help you out with all that I have.
Emmanuel, I always appreciate you calling in. If you're not terribly busy in the morning about 9:30, give me a call, please.
Yes, sir. I'll do that.
All right, and thank you so much
y'all
for your kind words.
Supporting this investigations, man. Y'all keep supporting it, brother. Keep giving them that love, brother. Get out y'all way. One love.
Appreciate you. Callum, before we get out of here, is there anything else you want to add?
Oh, yeah. As you said, actually, let me get this off my chest first. Y'all, with this gangbanging shit, a lot of us have been there. A lot of us have gone through that lifestyle, and at first it seems appealing to you. But there's still rules to the street life. There's rules to this shit, as everybody knows. You don't mess with people's kids. You don't mess with people's family. If you pick your battles, something small, you let it go. OGs in the hood, you tell the YGs, nah, fall back on that. Don't worry about that. Focus on the money. Or focus on this. But now it's over petty things. As you stated, Mr. Scott, I've been in close contact with this family, and I have watched videos of this happy little boy doing the stroke dance, and I wanted to whoop his butt for that one. But I have watched videos of him playing basketball. I have looked at his games, his rushing yards, his averages, and all of this. I have looked into this young man's eyes and seen them smile back at me on these videos. I've been on the phone with this mother, and the other day when she went to go try to make a payment on his braces,
Wow.
to still provide and take care of her child that she cannot lay eyes on. Can you put yourself, just close your eyes and see this baby's face and this mother and father driving to go pay on his braces, making sure that his phone is on.
Wow.
You're making sure there's still enough food in the house when he come home, because he's going to be hungry. A mother and a father never give up. For those of you that think that it's easy, I can't wait. They're different than I am. I can't wait till you feel your heart rushing and it's beating fast, like it's about to beat out your chest. Every phone call has you on pins and needles. Every time you walk past somebody, they telling you they're sorry. Every time you look in the mirror and you think that you're human and you're holding this in, you are not. Humans don't do this. Christians don't do this. People don't do this. Stand up. Allow that mother and that father to become whole again at some point in life.
Mm-hmm.
Because a missing puzzle piece is nothing. It's just there.
I remember Carolyn. Good evening, caller. You're live on air. Hold for me, please. When I saw a video of your son, and he was just playing and had this big old smile. And then I saw a video, and just about on all his pictures or videos, he's always smiling. Always smiling. Good evening, caller. What's your name? What state are you calling from tonight?
Hi, this is Spicy Topic. Hi, Justice. I just want to say something real quick.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi. And I want to say I'm praying with you, Mr. and Miss Wooten, and I'm very sorry, and I want you to continue to be positive, and I will urge everybody, don't speak any death. I mean, I just feel that that's not something to put out there. That's not the outcome. That's not what we're dealing with. So the last thing you want to do is think negative that way. Mm-hmm. The last thing you want to do is speak that way. Think about what you're saying. And I would like to say, if they're listening to people that even put this man of God in his situation, you are the ones that I believe that the cops, if they want to go after somebody, that's the ones they should go after.
Come on.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. They want to kill innocent black men. People make mistakes. What happened to knuckle ups? What happened to fighting? You go put harm on somebody for whoever people in jail. I'm a Christian too, but I'm just the one that I am the one that believes God was a God that went and he got revenge. So I wish that those people that's sitting in jail, I hope they suffering, okay? Until they come out and they say what happened. And I don't regret what I'm saying. I don't feel bad for what I'm saying. Because it's so hard, and I'm about to go, but it's hurting me. It's horrible. I can't imagine how that feels. For the people that's listening, you're nothing but scum. You might as well go jump off the bridge for all I'm concerned. Because you have no value, you have no concern or no heart for other people and for what you putting these people through. For not speaking up. Like the woman said, somebody said, you paying taxes in that town to these cops. They're not giving a damn. And that pisses me off. I wish that they would do something more. Equifax, they full of shit too, because they should be on it. Like what happened to caring? Black people, we gotta stick together. They're not going to do nothing for us. We have to do it for one another. So if it means, and I'm about to go, sending letters to the governor, calling up there, I'm going to call. I'm going to do whatever it takes, and I'm not bowing down, and I'm not talking soft. Okay, I'm not talking soft. I'm not asking for favors. So yeah, I'm in the chat. Like I said, I hope everybody don't talk dead. No one heard about nobody dead. So I hope it, and you will not be traumatized. God would not keep you this long, and you wouldn't be his child if he wasn't going to bring you out of anything, of any bondage. He will give you that peace that he said in the word that passes all understanding. So that's all I'm saying for now. I love y'all. And thanks to Jeff for letting me speak. Y'all have a good night.
Spice, I love you big time.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Let me say this. If you are involved in what happened to their son, and heaven is backing me up, I'm going to play a major role in getting y'all ass locked up. I am. I don't care how bad they say you are, how many guns you have. Everybody has a day. Everybody. I'm going to play a major role in getting y'all ass locked up because you're existing just to be existing. You're nothing. You're in the way. And now you interrupt somebody's life because you diabolical. You have a battle going on inside of your mind that you don't know how to deal with it. You can't scare me. You just can't scare this little skinny black man. It just don't work like that. It don't. Rest assured, however many more days you're going to be out, get you some rest. Because one day, we're going to do a breaking news story that y'all ass are behind bars finally. And we won't stop there. We're going to make sure your ass is prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. You're in the way. You are in the way. Existing just to be existing. I love you guys. I'm praying for you. I'm praying with you. People are angry. You can hear that. You can see the comments. So you're not alone. You're not alone. Carolyn, I appreciate everything that you're doing. I thank you kindly. If you have to get angry, Mr. Moody, then you have to get angry. This is y'all child that you're still waiting on to come home. I remember one of you said, I think it was you, Mr. Moody, that when you're in the house, everybody's kind of in their own place, and it's like quiet, but you know what people are thinking.
Yeah. It's really sad how my kids, well, my other two daughters and their friends, Mr. Gerald, you okay? You sure it's quiet? Oh, baby, I'm just fine. I'm just doing a lot of things. Because I'm usually joking around. You know, I'm the type of guy, you can't miss me. You know what I'm saying? If you're having a bad day, I'm going to make you smile. You know what I'm saying? If a kid doing something wrong, and I hear about it, I'm going to pull you to the side, I'm going to tell you about it. Hey, man, that's wrong. You need to straighten up. That ain't right. Now that I'm quiet, even the kids know what I'm saying, that it's something serious going on. And it shouldn't be that way.
Before we get out of here, share the video. Share the video. We must interrupt that click. We must. We're not going to stop talking about it, having shows on it, until the family get the results that they're looking for. Play a role. If you don't want to call anybody, share the video. But if you do know what's going on, or some of what's going on, you can call the Jacksonville Police Department and give them your information. However, I don't advise you to do that. If you call me, I don't want your name. All I want is your information. And then I'll go digging to find out whether or not what you said is true or there's some truth to it. I don't need your name. So just call 1-800-231-1811. I'm at extension 2. Again, it's 1-800-321-18. What I said. Did you just correct me on air?
I did. Sorry. You did so.
Okay. Make me froze up a bit. The number again is going to be 1-800-231-1811, extension 2. Okay, we lost him for some reason. Okay, well, we love you guys. We appreciate you all listening to the show tonight. This is a very, very serious, painful situation. I'm kind of tired of begging you all to do the right thing because I know somebody's on here. It's either part of it or know who did it. And you're coming to find out how much we know. Well, I can put that little thing to rest for you right now. You never know everything that we know. We're not that damn stupid. So we're not going to just put it out. What you think you're going to get, you would not get to use as your defense. Or try to go and cover up this or cover up that. Tyrese has been missing for 19 days. I urge you all to do the right thing. I'm Al Scott with Injustice Investigation. As always, I'm not always right and you are not always wrong. We'll see you tomorrow night. I love you guys big time. Carolyn, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Mr. Scott.